We're gonna go with this one and this one. He's got like 20 coops back here. This one is actually looks pretty cool, but it's about one bump from completely falling apart and crumbling, but we're gonna go with that and this one right here. Little hen house. It's gonna go right back there. So I'm gonna build like a chicken run. I don't know, maybe like a 10 by 5 something in this area. It's kind of the only space we got for it, believe it or not. It does get enough sunlight over here, so I'm not worried about them not getting enough sunlight, but also it gets about 110 in Vegas, so there will also be a good amount of shade for them. I'm gonna go get some wood, build a little run for them, and then this is where they'll hang out. I'm gonna like level this one. I'm gonna put probably some 4x4s under this one to put it up in the air and make it be where they can sleep and whatnot. I don't know, gonna kind of just wing it. But Casey's gonna clean them up because they're pretty nasty and dirty, and then obviously I gotta update the legs and reinforce that one because that one's about to fall apart. So I'm gonna go get some wood and kind of just wing it. This is very much so a budget chicken coop. We're definitely reusing as much material as we can. As you can see, we picked up those from a neighbor, and then this is some scrap wood from a pallet that I got from work. So I'm gonna go get a couple new pieces of wood to kind of make like a good frame and I don't know, house for it. But we're trying to reuse as much stuff as possible and do this pretty cheaply. All right, what I'm gonna do is kind of build a frame that's slanted down that way. Our yard is kind of on the hill, so when it rains, all the rain drains through this way down to the street out there. So this is like a 16 by 5 little area where we'll put the hen house, and then I'll just throw that thing in there for them to sleep in. But it should give a little nice little area for some chickens.
The sky. West Virginia coal mines, it took so many lives. Oh, the way they drove the migrant workers back over into Mexico way, and the scalps they run when the herd come and the bosses started to pray. Just a boy from Oklahoma on an endless one-night stand, wandering and rambling, drifting with the midnight sand. They played the blues and the ballads and all that came between.
All right, here's the structure. Got a nice little slope on it. I'm just gonna cover the whole thing with chicken wire and put a little door right here so we can get in and out. But I'm kind of having the idea now to instead of putting this little cage inside here, it would be a little bit too small for this area. I'm gonna make it as like an addition, so they're gonna have like a master bedroom over here. Obviously I'm gonna cover the whole thing in chicken wire, and I'll just wrap it around this, so there's no way anything could get inside or they could get out. But yeah, to kind of give them a little bit more space to roam, make a master bedroom. But it's gonna turn out pretty cool, I think. This thing's very brittle. It's like on the verge of completely collapsing. So I'm just gonna take, I've got some wood slats from a pallet that I broke up. I'm just gonna kind of outline it and almost make like a trim molding type of thing to hopefully try and reinforce it a little bit.
My heart is in the union and my soul is reaching out for the servant's dream.
It's making it look a little bit uglier, but my wife is going to paint it a pretty color.
But sometimes I sing his songs and I get to thinking that it's still around. 'Cause the hold that his fire's everlasting, testify that his courses run true, and the remnant man's real. just a boy from Oklahoma on an endless one-night stand, wandering and rambling, drifting with the midnight sand. He played the blues and the ballads and all that came between.
I was putting some new legs on the little hen house that we got from a neighbor, and that's a lot of mold. So I think we're gonna go ahead and ditch this one. Looks like it's just made out of a pallet, so I got a lot of pallets at work, so I'm gonna try and just rebuild this same thing, but that's yeah, that's kind of a lot of mold in there. I don't think that's a good idea to use that. So now I gotta build another thing. I'm trying to figure out the best way I should put a roof on this thing. I wanted to do that like polycarbonate, like plastic sheathing, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. I was gonna do that this way and have it overhang so the water can drip off of it, but that stuff's kind of expensive and I'm trying to cut costs. So I might just do a piece of OSB on this side to kind of cover where the hen house is gonna be. And then I might just do chicken wire on the top on this side. So if it rains, that'll be the dry area over there, as well as inside here will stay dry. And then the rest will be open. Also, I don't want to do OSB on top of the whole thing because that'll cut out a lot of sunlight. So I want there to be a clear roof, at least on half of it, so that the sunlight can still get through. You're one lazy helper, you know that? All you do is chase pine cones and lay around. Oh. Well, it definitely helps to have pretty cool neighbors because this chicken wire is not cheap and my neighbor just hooked it up for free. So that'll be a big money saver. I got these nails with washers on them to hold it down pretty tight. I'm not sure the best way to connect these two pieces of lath, but I think I'm just gonna wrap it around in some wire and just make it really tight. Hopefully it stays. I'm gonna add another row of lath on the ground and stake it into the dirt. We have a lot of coyotes out here, and right across the street is a golf course where there's always coyotes. And my neighbor right here actually has chickens as well. I'm sure you can probably hear them. And there's actually been a few times where there's been a coyote on this wall right here, and he scared them away. Luckily, she will scare them away too. She's seen a couple back here and she's chased them off before, but just to be safe, I'm gonna make sure the metal lath is, there's no way to really get in. Come here. Thank you. All right, I just finished up the chicken wire. I got to clean it up in a few spots. there. Looks a little messy, but also I'm gonna try and figure out the best way to interlink them. I think I'm just gonna get some wire and wrap it really tight all the way around. But it's coming along. I'm gonna figure out some sort of door. I might put like a door frame with 2x4s and set up some sort of door with like a latch on it to get in and out. But it's coming along. We got the master bedroom set up. I know that they sleep on like a flat surface like this, so I'm gonna set up some sort of 2x4 in here so that they can sleep in here. I think that's the way you're supposed to do it. And then I also got to build the nesting area because we're not going to use that one because there's mold all over it. So I got to build one of those, and it's going to go in the back right there. And that'll be that. So hopefully we'll get some chickens this weekend. All right, I figured out a trick. This is why I love YouTube. I tried to do this one with a piece of wire and just intertwine it, but it took a really long time, and that doesn't look very good. So all you got to really do if you're doing this is get either a nail or some needle nose pliers, and all you want to do is just twist the two pieces of wire together. That's all this wire really is just wire wrapped around and twisted into each other. So if you go and grab it and just give it a twist and do it like 3 or 4 times and get it interlocked, it actually is pretty strong. So I'm gonna do that about 800 times, and then we should be getting somewhere. It's been raining for the past, I don't know, 2 days. Look how dry it is in here. We get a lot of coverage from these trees. We actually lost a tree. It was like, I think 100-mile-per-hour winds. I don't know, don't fact check me on that. There used to be a pine tree right there. It fell over and hit the top of the wall right there. Luckily it didn't fall into my chicken shack. That would have been a bummer. That tree would have completely destroyed this whole thing. But yeah, we had a full, I don't know, it's like a 25-foot tree, pine tree, fall over into the neighbor's yard right there. Luckily, didn't hit my coop. So I'm gonna try and get this chicken wire figured out. It's just really time consuming. But once that's done, I'll move on to building the little hen house. I don't know what it's called, hen house, like where they nesting area, whatever it is. And then hopefully we'll get some chickens. All right, so here's how I'm gonna do the door. This is the door here. As you can see, I'm reusing some wood that was recently on fire. I got this all from the neighbor. So I've got a frame of a door, and I'm gonna cover it with lath, and then I've got this post here, which I'm gonna put hinges on. So I'll put hinges here, connecting to the backside of this, and we'll have a nice walk-in swing door. It butts up perfectly with this edge right here, and I'll put like a little latch on it so it stays shut. But that's what I've come up with. So I'm gonna go get some hinges from Home Depot, and then I think we're ready to go. All in all, this whole thing, with how much stuff I've reused, this whole thing cost me probably $200. All the new wood I bought, and then hinges. That's literally all I bought. Everything else I've scrapped up, but I made this work from trying not to really spend money and having generous neighbors that have hooked me up really good. But like the plywood and some of the other wood I just got from pallets, plywood I got from work. So kind of just made it work as cheaply as possible. Around 200 bucks is what I spent on this thing. All right, here's the door. Got a little latch here. Bang! Ignore the burn. We got 3 hinges. Just strong hinges, and some chicken wire on it. And that's our door. It's perfect. No, it's not level. Don't bust the level out on it, but works just fine. All right, added a little aesthetic to it. Some pallets, some pallet board. I honestly really didn't want to hang up more chicken wire, so I just thought, let's do something different right here, whatever. It's turning out pretty sweet. I dig it. I gotta clean up a couple chicken wire spots. There's a couple openings around the master bedroom over here, which that looks terrible. I hate the way that looks, but I started to run out of lath, and that stuff is really not easy to work with. It's been wrapped up in a bundle for God knows how long, so it's really hard to work with by yourself. So that's why that looks terrible over here. But it's okay, no one's gonna see it except for the chickens. I don't think they're gonna care. This Vegas weather is nuts. Last time I was working on this thing, it was like 50 degrees outside and raining. Now it's like 80. Hot. This is what I got for the nesting area. Does not look nearly as aesthetically pleasing as this one, but this one's got a lot less mold. So I'm sure you can probably tell that I used scrap wood to make this, but got a little sliding lid here so we can access the eggs and whatnot, right? I think that's the way it's supposed to work. Bam, works perfect. Make more of like a border in here so that we can stack it with hay, or I don't know what you're supposed to use. I haven't gotten that far. I'm gonna throw some legs on this bad boy and then we'll get it in there. I've had the brilliant idea that I should probably bring this in there first and then put the legs on, because I put it all together, I'm not gonna be able to get it through there by myself. Yeah, think smarter, right? Get some eggs going now. Turned out just fine. It's not very level, but it'll do, man. Put some hay or some bedding in there. So, in my opinion, you can definitely tell by looking at this thing that I didn't spend any money trying to build this thing. I mean, I bought just the outer framing, but that's it. And it kind of shows, in my opinion. Kind of looks like shit a little bit. But whatever, man, it works, you know? It doesn't have to look great. I don't think chickens care what it looks like. I gotta fix a couple spots that have openings still. And then I gotta wait for the wife to get back in town, and we are getting chickens. Hens, chickens. I don't know. I guess, is there a difference? I have no idea. Obviously, don't know what I'm doing.
For new children, buckle up, y'all.
All right, there's a few things I didn't film, but this is how we're looking. We got 4 hens. I need to update their sleeping arrangements, I believe. I think they like to sleep higher than they lay their eggs, and there's really nowhere anywhere for them to get up there. So I think I'm gonna update and put some sort of sleeping arrangement up here and a way for them to get up there, because they were sleeping inside the nesting areas and under there on the hay. And I heard it's better to have them sleep higher. So I'll probably update that, but that's how it's looking. We got some nice plants in here. This one doesn't know what to think about them yet. She almost went after one yesterday. One of them got out of here and she she chased it off, but she didn't attack it or anything, so that was good. But yeah, we got 4 hens.